I'm going to music special, and can't you tell that I feel swell? I'm gonna clap along and sing my favorite song in order to listen music special. Hi everybody, and welcome to lesson number 16. Today we'll play a new game called Guess What Instrument, where you'll see 3 different instruments in a picture, and you'll listen at the same time to one of those instruments play. Your job will be to guess which instrument it is that is playing. We'll learn about the violin, and we'll also learn about time signature, a very important idea in music. So, let's get started. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what instrument? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what instrument is making that sound? Okay everyone, for our first game of Guess What Instrument, the first instruments that we have to choose from are the trombone, the French horn, and the violin. You see them on your screen. So I just want you to listen to the sound and then try to guess which of these instruments it is. I'll tell you after we listen. That was the French horn. Now you see the cornet, the guitar, and the sitar. Listen. That was the sitar. Now you see the marimba, the bagpipe, and the ophicleide. That was the marimba. Well, thank you for playing our new game. We'll see you next time. What instrument is that? What instrument is that? How does it sound? Where is it found? But first of all, you must tell me now. What instrument is that? The violin is the smallest and highest instrument of the string family. It first appeared in Italy during the 1500s. The violin has 4 strings, tuned in perfect fifths. The violin is played by drawing a wooden bow strung with horsehair across the strings or by plucking. The violin is in the key of C and has a wide range of expression. It is used in many types of musical ensembles, including chamber groups, orchestras, and popular music. Well, let's talk a little bit about this card. We learn that the violin is the smallest and highest instrument, so being the smallest, it creates the highest notes when it's played. We learn that it came from Italy in the 1500s. That it has 4 strings, and how it's played by drawing a wooden bow across the strings. We know that the bow is made of horsehair as well. You can also pluck a violin. It has a wide range of expression. That means that it can play all sorts of different kinds of feelings. The sounds that it can make can be happy or sad, or reminiscent, or any different range of emotions. And we also saw that it's played in chamber groups, orchestras, popular music. Sometimes it's called a fiddle when it's played in country music, for example. Well, let's watch Yitzhak Perlman, who is considered by many to be the greatest violin player in the whole world, as he plays this beautiful piece of music. Okay, we're going to talk about time signature. This is an important idea in music. The time signature appears at the beginning of the music after the clef sign. It has two numbers in it, one above the other. So first let me draw our treble clef. There we go. And then after that comes the time signature. The most common time signature is 4/4 time, nowadays anyway. The upper number in the time signature tells us how many beats or counts are in each measure. So in this case there are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The lower number tells us what type of note receives one beat. In this case, it's a quarter note. You remember quarter notes look like this. And we learned that the quarter note indeed has one beat. Why should that be a 4 here? Well, because if one of these gets one beat, then we know that 4 of them would fit into the measure. So we're dividing by 4. So in this time signature, 4/4 time, we can have 4 quarter notes. I'm just going to draw them all as Fs. And for each one, when we count it, we can count ta. I'm just going to show you a new way here of counting. So let's clap this measure, and at the same time we will also say ta for each one of these notes. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, 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 ta. Good. We've also explored different kinds of notes that can fit in a 4-beat measure already, but this will be helpful for us to go over again. Going to draw a couple of half notes. A half note is equal to 2 counts, or beats. We're going to count and clap the rhythm evenly, holding the hands together for the 2 beats. We're also going to say ta-ah, rather than ta-ta-ta-ta, like this. You see, that way there's 2 beats that we're singing, but we're not actually making a new note. Let's clap that. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ta, just like that. And of course there's also the whole note. A whole note is equal to 4 counts, or beats. We're going to count and clap the rhythm evenly again. Our hands will be held together for 4 beats this time. And we're going to sing ta. So there were 4 beats there. Ta, ah, ah, ah. Let's clap and sing. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta. That was the long whole note. Okay, good. This has been an introduction to time signature. We went over the most common time signature, 4/4. We learned that the upper number tells us how many beats are in a measure. So this is one measure that we're looking at right here. And that the lower number tells us what type of note gets 1 beat. In this case, for the 4, it's the quarter note. Okay, let's talk about rests for just a moment. Some of this will be review. A whole rest means to rest for a whole measure. It looks like this. A half rest is equal to half of a whole rest, and it looks like this. The same shape, just one looks like a hat and the other one looks like an upside down hat. Except really this line right here is one of the lines of the staff. So it's better, I think, if I draw those rests. This is what a whole rest looks like. It hangs down from the 4th line, and it's a rectangle. And you'd probably see it more in the middle of the measure if you were actually reading music. That means that we have 4 beats of silence. A half rest sits on the 3rd line. So I'll draw a half rest over here. And a half rest, of course, is equal to 2 beats of silence. 1 beat of silence is that familiar symbol right there. The quarter rest, 1 beat of silence. I'll see if I can draw one of these in here as well. Started at about right here, angle down, angle this way, another angle, and then a kind of curve up. Well, as always, thank you for coming and for paying attention and for participating at home. And I will see you next time.
Well, I'm going to music special, and can't you tell that I feel swell? I'm gonna clap